Picture this, in a surprising turn of events that's got the world buzzing, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney has issued a heartfelt apology to Donald Trump over a provocative anti-tariff advertisement that cleverly incorporated footage of the iconic Ronald Reagan. But here's where it gets controversial. Did this ad cross a line, or is it a clever call-out on trade policies? Let's unpack the whole story together, step by step, so even if you're new to international politics, you'll feel right at home. Delivering his remarks during the Asia-Pacific Summit in South Korea, Carney not only apologized but also revealed that he'd personally reviewed the commercial and instructed Ontario Premier Doug Ford to halt its broadcast. "I did apologize to the president," Carney stated on Saturday, backing up Trump's earlier comments from Friday. "I told Doug Ford the first did not want to go forward with the ad," he added, keeping things straightforward and accountable. This private exchange unfolded at a dinner hosted by South Korea's president on Wednesday, highlighting how high-stakes diplomacy often happens behind closed doors. The advertisement in question, which was put together by Ford's team, featured a clip of former Republican President Ronald Reagan delivering a powerful message: "Tariffs spark trade wars and unleash economic havoc." It's a quote that resonates with anyone who's seen how protectionist policies can ripple through global markets, like how car manufacturers might face higher costs that trickle down to everyday consumers. For a better viewing experience, we recommend using the Chrome browser to access the video player. Trump, however, wasn't having it. He labeled the ad as misleading and responded swiftly by announcing a 10% hike in tariffs on Canadian goods on top of existing ones, while putting all trade negotiations with Canada on ice. In a post on Truth Social, he spelled it out: "Because of their serious misrepresentation of the facts and hostile act, I am increasing the tariff on Canada by 10% over and above what they are paying now." This move prompted Ford to yank the ad entirely, showing how one commercial could escalate tensions in an instant. On Friday, Trump shared his frustration with reporters, saying he liked Carney a lot but called out the ad as wrong. He apologized for what they did with the commercial because it was a false commercial, Trump noted. Yet, crucially, he made it clear that the US and Canada won't be reviving trade talks anytime soon. And this is the part most people miss. Ford has been an outspoken opponent of Trump's tariff policies, arguing they're devastating Ontario's auto and steel sectors. Imagine the economic fallout, jobs lost in manufacturing hubs, or how a single policy shift can affect families relying on these industries for their livelihoods. To dive deeper, check out these related reads from Sky News: Trump's take on cutting China tariffs after a pivotal meeting with Xi Jinping, the potential impact of tariffs on the UK film industry, and speculation on whether Trump is gearing up for a third term. Now, let's break down the ad itself to clarify things for beginners. It uses a voiceover of Reagan criticizing tariffs on imported goods, emphasizing how they lead to job losses and trade conflicts. The video splices together 5 full sentences from a 5-minute weekly address he recorded back in 1987, and here's the twist, they're arranged out of sequence. What the ad leaves out is key context. Reagan was actually explaining that tariffs imposed on Japan by his own administration were a regrettable exception to his core belief in free trade as the ultimate path to prosperity. It's like quoting someone out of context in a debate, misleading, right? This selective editing has sparked debates about fair play in political messaging. Shifting gears, Carney also highlighted his discussions with Chinese President Xi Jinping as a potential reset in relations after prolonged strains. Plus, he connected with Japan's Prime Minister Sonai Takaichi on the summit's sidelines, underscoring Canada's efforts to strengthen ties across the Pacific. But wait, here's the controversial angle that might get your gears turning. Is this apology a diplomatic olive branch, or does it signal weakness in standing up against aggressive trade tactics? Some might argue Trump's tariff hikes are necessary to protect American jobs, while others see them as bullying that hurts allies like Canada. What do you think? Should governments use historical figures in ads to critique policies, even if it risks sparking retaliation? Do economic protectionism and free trade ideals clash irreconcilably in today's global economy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear if you side with free market advocates or those wary of tariffs. This isn't just about one ad, it's a debate that shapes the future of international trade. Weigh in and let's keep the conversation going.